This conference will now be recorded.
I just want to be sure right now. Do you see my screen? It's just to be sure. I just want to be sure that it works again.
Yes.
You see?
Yeah, we
full
see
screen?
it. We see your screen.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we can see.
Okay, I stopped. Thank you. It was just to be sure it worked again.
Sapna, you can let me know when to start.
Yes, Payal, I think we have many of the people joined in. You can start. Thank you.
Okay. Super. So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this very exciting session, I would say. Personally, I'm very excited on how to increase your business with LinkedIn. And we are very pleased to be welcoming Miguel Delacour, who is a French LinkedIn trainer, an international speaker, and also a member of the OSCI, which is the French Federation of the International Trade Entrepreneurs. Miguel has already helped more than 10,000 professionals all around the world to develop their business on LinkedIn. And in today's session, he's going to be sharing with us his strategy in 3 steps. So I'm very curious, especially during a time now we're all living with this pandemic, and as we all know, the world has kind of moved online, and everybody has much more time to spend on, you know, their personal profiles, their network. And I'm personally, for me, I'm using LinkedIn much more. I do use it a lot, but I don't think I use it intelligently or efficiently. So I'm really looking forward to this session. I also want to say a special thanks to Antoine Fister. I know he's listening in. Antoine, thank you very much. He's a dear friend, but also a member. He's the founder of Lead Links, and he was very instrumental in putting this session together with us. And of course, thank you to our fantastic team, Sapna, Bhakti, Neha. Thank you again, and back to you, Sapna.
Thank you so much, Payal. I will ask Miguel to take the lead now. Over to you, Miguel.
Yeah, I'm here. Hello, everyone. First of all, I just would like to be sure you hear me, you see me. Tack, I think everything is okay. So I'm so glad and honored to be with you during 1 hour session and then Q&A. So first at all, your clients are on LinkedIn, your targets are on LinkedIn, your partners are on LinkedIn. You have to be on LinkedIn. But you have two choices. First one, when they open the smartphone, when they go on LinkedIn on the computer, one choice, they don't see you, or they see you, but with like useless communication, useless presence. Or when they are going to see you, they are going according about what they see about you. They're going to want to work with you and with nobody else. LinkedIn is a wonderful tool to make business, but to be able to make business, you have to use a strategy. If you don't use any strategy, you will be given a result by default. And I will share with you my strategy I share since more than 5 years in 3 steps. First step, it will be e-reputation. So e-reputation, in fact, is your profile. Every day, you take care about the way you dress, the way you speak, the way you are going to give the best presentation of yourself. And this picture, is it exactly the same that me, like a prospect, like a client, like a target, when I will go into your profile, I have to see the same professionalism that you try to show every day. Your profile has to be a funnel from the beginning to the end, from the background picture until the recommendation. I have to know what is trust, knowledge, and sympathy. It's my triptych I will explain to you. Just by the visit of your profile, I have to want to work with you. But a lot of profile adjust, unfortunately, by default. I will show you after. So we are going first to make your profile a wonderful way of business. But unfortunately, with profile, won't be visited. That's why we are going to communicate, to go further. So to sum up about the communication, every communication, every post you will do have to give you clients, or it's totally useless. You have other things to do than going to business, to LinkedIn. LinkedIn has to give you clients. So we are going about this communication to work on 2 steps, attractiveness and visibility. Attractiveness, it will be divided in 3 steps. Knowledge, trust, sympathy. I will explain to you how very easily you are going to transform every post into business. And you will understand why a lot of posts are not going to give you clients, and a lot of posts are not going to make business. So we are going to work about attractiveness and next, visibility. Touching 100 persons, 1,000 persons, 1 million persons, it's exactly the same, but everything is based about algorithm. Algorithm is based about likes and comments. So emotion, interaction. And we are going to understand how to be given a lot of likes, to be given a lot of comments. Not because we want to be the best, just because you want to make business and you want to be seen by a lot of people. And then we are going to create and to beginning the strategy. Your e-reputation, your profile, are going to be visited by a lot of people because you will see there is a relationship between your communication and your reputation. People who will see your communication will go back into your profile. They will see your funnel and they should probably already contact you for business. And then we're going step number 3, interaction. Quality, quantity. There is no more border on LinkedIn. If I would like to touch one of you, if I would like one of you have the best picture of myself, I would have done only 5 actions, very easily 5 actions, to be sure that any one of you will have been back into my profile and to have the best picture of myself. Until non-LinkedIn, I'm probably sure every day you receive some messages of people you haven't asked anything and they just connect to you and they want to make business with you just by sending you an email, just by sending you a spam. Because if I don't know you, if I just send to you a mail, I am doing conferences, I am doing classes. Do you want to work with me? I never tell you hello. I never try to make a connection with you. I would have never do the same way in real life. But people do that on LinkedIn. They have a profile by default, a communication by default, and they try to make business with you, just sending you an email or a connection, or just sending you messages without doing anything before. It could not work. It would like exactly the same way that in real life we have in flip-flops. You go into the streets and you try to shake hand to anyone and saying, I want to make business with you, just explaining what you do. It cannot work. So I will explain to you the opposite way. It will be social selling. And we will finish by quantity. Like a salesman do in 50 calls, I will do exactly the same in 1 minute 40 seconds. So in 1 hour, I will do exactly the same than 1,500 calls. So I can guarantee you in 1 hour, one client has to come to you to make business, because it is the only purpose I want to reach. Is that every day when you open your LinkedIn, you have to receive messages from people you don't know who want to work with you and with nobody else. That is social selling. The way of making business uses LinkedIn and social networks. For me, it's summed up in 2 sentences. First sentence is, your clients like to buy, but they don't want you to sell them. You have to play the attractiveness. You have to make them come to you. And I say to you, not to your competitive. So if you want them to come to you and not to anyone else, people buy who you are before buying what you do. You know that when you go into an appointment, it's you who are going to the appointment. It's not another colleague, it's you. So you have to show you on LinkedIn. And I will explain to you everything about this strategy. So first of all, I will explain the e-repetition, then communication, then interaction. If you have any question, feel free to write it. And at the end, we will have a session on Q&A. So first of all, I will ask anyone to go into my profile, to visit my profile. So my name is written, Miguel Delecourt. Why I ask you that? I will ask you to do it. If you could visit my profile. So if you could visit my profile, I will share my screen. So it's in French because I'm doing it in English right now, but I will translate it. Exactly the same. So I will explain, I will ask you to go to my profile. Just because when you are visiting my profile, the only thing I will see about you is your profile picture, your name, and your title. So when I will refresh, I will see some Indian's profile. And you have to understand, it will take a few seconds, but I will judge you by three elements. So you know you will judge someone by his profile picture. You have to give the best picture of you. Then your title, we will make it very powerful. So first at all, your profile picture. I will try to refresh. If you visited my profile already, because I would like to show you an example. Okay, so I'm pretty sure every day you take care, like I said, about the way you dress, the way you look. So I just would like you to understand that your picture, it is the only thing I will see about you. So you don't have to to make good first impression. So for me, the profile picture has to be a professional one, first of all. Then, if you want to go further, I'm pretty sure that in your team, you have the same business card. You perhaps have the same email address, because you don't need to have a diploma into communication and marketing to know how important How important is it to have the same company brand, to have the same picture of your company? So I will show you two examples. First at all, they do the same work. They work into real estate. So this is a first example. When anyone in LinkedIn got a profile like that, no background picture, a profile picture by default, and a title by default. It's a partner of mine. It's exactly the same. But if you have one choice to do, you are going to judge someone by the first impression. This is the first 20 seconds of a meeting. This is the first 20 seconds of a meeting. So the first picture is very, very important. If I go back into my profile right now, I will refresh and I will show you your elements I see about you. So you have to see, say, hello everyone, you will recognize yourself. So you will see all the profile picture are about the same. There is either not professional, or when they are professional, they are nothing different. Imagine right now, all your profile picture will be with a blue. All profile picture will be perhaps with a pink, like a company I help in France. All the profile picture of the company got the same picture. So when someone of your company will visit my profile, well, someone of your company will add me, I will recognize it is your company and it costs anything. So that is it could be a first point to improve. So not only I will advise you to have a very professional picture, but I will ask you to think about how you can make something coming into your company. Second point, you know that this element is very important, the background picture. The background picture usually is by default. So I will ask you just to think like if this background picture could be in the highway, could be the only picture of the advertising. So I will show you one of my partner here in Dubai, because I am in Dubai for 1 month on conferences and classes in English. So this is one of my partner. So this is knowledges. When you go into a profile picture, you have to understand why these people do, what this company does, what this company provides. So this is knowledge. So I will ask you to judge by yourself your background picture. Do you understand by itself what you provide? But it's not only to know what you provide, because how can I know that you are alone in your company? How can I know you have helped more than 10,000 companies? How can I know that you exist in 30 years? It's not the same that it since you exist that since 30 years or since 3 months. So that's elements I will suggest you to show on your background picture, because it's very important. Then perhaps it could be interesting that people could contact you just by seeing your profile, your background picture. If you go to this background picture, you have email, phone. You want to be rich, you want to make business. So I will suggest you perhaps to use these two elements into your background picture. You see, there is the same color. It's not very complicated, but when I will search the company name, this is the company name. I will search on LinkedIn. I will see all the same profile of the company. What picture of the company it will give? It will give a good picture of the company. It costs anything. It's just a way of presentation. But I'm pretty sure each day you will ask your colleagues to give the best picture of your company, because they represent your company. So please do by yourself. Look on all the profiles, all the first element of the profile of your colleagues, and look how professionalist it is. If you go into my profile right now, you will see some numbers, blah, 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 my background picture, which is with a blue background. I am smiling. Do you prefer to work with someone who is smiling or not? You will see it's sympathy. And then I will go into the title. And the title, I will translate it into English in order you to understand everything I want to say. So when I will go into the visit, so I will see back all your profile and you will understand. So Rohan, nice to meet you. I'm pretty sure you have a very, very good professional, but I will just judge you with these few elements. Director, Asia at Expert Partners. So what do you exactly do? I have one sentences to understand that one. I have one sentences, few words to have the best picture of you. So I will suggest you to think how you can improve that. Perhaps you don't exist since 25 years. Perhaps you got 100 clients. Perhaps you have 25 colleagues. But just by the way of these few titles, I have to know knowledges about what you do. Trust are numbers. And sympathy is your face, smiling face, someone we want to work with. So if you go just to my profile, you will see I am the founder of the Social Networks Academy in France. I have helped more than 10,000 professionals in 42 countries. I have been working with more than 50 clubs professionals of football, basketball, blah, blah, blah. And I've already helped more than 4,500 students in 33 schools. So just by the way of my title, you will have a good perception of my work. So I have to see a good perception of your work. So Rabindra, I hope I pronounced it good, partner Keitan & Co. By the way, what is Keitan & Co? What do you provide? You understand? It's very, very important. And that picture of you and your company, I will suggest you to make it in common with all your colleagues, because all your colleagues represent your company. Your reputation, so your profile is a funnel. I will go further. That it is the 21st second of a meeting. When I go further, I go to the info section. And that is very, very, very powerful. I will translate it. I will explain to you first at all, taking one of your Carl. Oh, Carl, nice to meet you, Carl. I received a message of you. Sorry, I received so many messages. I'm not able to answer all of them because I am in Dubai. I have so many work, but I will do it after this meeting. So, Carl, you see your partner for India, your mail, your phone. You have to understand that should be the best picture of yourself. So just by this picture, I should have to understand what you provide, how strong is your company, for how long do you exist, how many people, blah, blah, blah. You have to understand that point there. There you have to give the best picture of yourself. Just by the way of your title, I have to want to work with you and with nobody else. And then I'm talking about that point, that info section. If I would like to sum up, it's exactly like, I am your partner, I am your client, I am your clients, all of you. Just by the way of reading this info section, I should have the best picture ever. You could never show me. That's exactly why I never introduce myself. I always want people read that. You are not able to read French, so I will translate it. And you will understand what is knowledge, trust, and sympathy. What is knowledge? Knowledge is what I am doing. I will talk to you without the screen. I like to do that. So I will do that. In your profile, first at all, we have to know knowledge. Knowledge is what you do, what you provide, who you are. Do you think that 100% of your clients, of your targets, know exactly what you offer, what you provide? In 99% of the company I help, the answer is no. If I have no idea about what you provide, I cannot call you. I cannot recommend you. So first at all, everything you provide has to be written into your profile. But it's not enough. It's not because you will see on my profile, I give conferences, classes, workshop, about LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, that you will call me. I'm not the only one. You are not the only one who are doing the same business that you do. But perhaps because there are some numbers, some referrals, people will trust you. I mean, if you go into my profile, you will see some numbers. More than 10,000 professional, blah, 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 blah. I'm pretty sure you have the same number because it's not the same perception of you if you exist since 2 months or since 20 years. If you have 2 colleagues on 2,000 colleagues. If you make $1 million, $1 million dollars or $100,000. So there are numbers I'm pretty sure you are talking about when you are in an appointment. It gives trust to people. People will trust you because of that, because it's perception. Referrals, if you have work with little company, international company, you have to write it down. Because me, if I am an international company, if I go into your profile and I see that in your referrals, you have exactly the same companies that mine, I will probably trust you better than before. So everything about that have to be writing down. And last point is sympathy. Like I said to you at the beginning, there are people who will work with you and not with anybody else because it's you. You are not asking your colleague to go into an appointment for you. You are going to the appointment. And perhaps because you are very keen on cricket, Japan, France, basketball, perhaps you have something in common. I would prefer to work with you than with another people because we are human. And fortunately, we are still human. And we prefer to work with someone who has something common with us. We share something with him. So we want to work with him and not with another person. So everything about that, knowledge, trust, sympathy, have to be writing down into your profile. And it's not enough to be writing down. I will show you. The way, do you see my screen? Yeah, I think you see my screen. The way it will be written, it will help people to read your info, your about section or not. You see, you can see it, you can read it very easily. I have shared into sections in order the brain to be able to read it very easily. If I will show you another example, it's the people I got in coaching just after these conferences. It's a magician in France. You will recognize the same points. Some numbers is magician, mentalist, blah, 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 e-reputation, some numbers, and everything there. It's how I can help you, the meanings, they trust me, blah, 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 blah. So this is very important. And then this is the beginning of your funnel. At the end of your funnel, I will have to see the best important part. And what is it? I will go into your Carl profile. It is the referrals. So Carl, right now you have been given 9 referrals, and this is the most important ever. If you go into my profile, you will see more than 700 referrals. So if you go, but in order you to understand what is that point, imagine I am your client. You go in an appointment with me, or I am your target. And before introduce yourself, you say, Miguel, look at that. Inside there is 25 referrals of my last clients who trust in me. I would like you just to see what they're talking about, what they're saying about my work. Imagine if your clients would have already read 25 referrals about your work. Don't you think the perception they will have about you will not be the same? It's very, very important. You have to look for this testimonial, this recommendation. In order your profile become a funnel from the background picture with knowledge, trust, sympathy, your profile picture, your title, your info section, to your referrals. And between these two sections, we will find the experiences, the teaching, the certification, blah, blah, blah. You all know that those parts. I don't want to speak too much about that part. But of course, they have to give the best picture about you. So if I would like to sum up your e-reputation, I would suggest you to go into my profile in order to find everything I spoke about you. Of course, it's in French, but I will translate it in English next week because I did some mistake in English, so my ex-girlfriend is going to correct. So you will see the background picture with knowledge, trust, sympathy. Not only knowledges, we have to find numbers, and we have to understand just by this profile picture, just by this background picture, why we should have to work with you. Name and the phone number and the email. Your profile picture, please, 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 please do a professional one. Please think about perhaps a background picture, a colorful background picture, which can be used by all your company. This, you see, it's international speaker. You could even add your company name at the end of your name, but I cannot go further. I cannot explain everything. Then think about your title. Your title, just by the way of reading your title, I have to want to work with you. Then the info section, just think about, I am your client. If you were your only client and you go to your profile, do you want to work with you and with nobody else? That's the only point. That's the only purpose you have to reach. Then your experiences, blah, 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 you know that part, and we finish by the recommendation. That will be the first part. But I will ask you only one thing in comments. I will make you participate. Your profile right now is the best picture of yourself. But unfortunately, this part won't be seen by anyone. I will ask you to go into your profile, and then you will find a number here. Who has seen your profile into the last 19 days? So me right now, it's about 5,500. Really, it's not a lot, because I will explain to you step number 3, how you can at least reach 20,000. But right now, me, since every day that I have clients who come to me, I don't need to do exactly everything I will explain to you about the quantity. But I will ask you this number to comment it into the chat in order for me to see if you have few dozen, few hundred, few thousand. And I will explain to you how to make it bigger, how to improve that number. Can you make it, please? Can you just write this number? So, Sayali, you know, entrepreneur, the backpack hack, what do you provide? What? I'm going to trust you just by the way of seeing that. Vani, I will go into your profile. This blue picture, you have to make it powerful. You have to explain me what you provide, knowledge, trust, sympathy. Exactly the same reading that. If you just meet me, you are not going to shake my hand and say marketing professional working in the international trade, blah, blah. No, you are going to make me want to work with you. So think about knowledge, trust, sympathy. Improve everything about that. And at the end, please go and find some recommendation. So may I ask you, please, to say to me in the chat. Okay, so 122, Visaka. I would like the other to write it down too, please, if it's possible. And I will explain to you how to improve this number, because there will be a relationship between your communication and your reputation. There will be a relationship between your communication and the visit into your profile. Do you see my screen? Yes. So 700, 1,000, 200, 200. Okay. So you will see for sure, if you do what I explained to you, at least you will reach 1,000 views. And if you go to see my graphic, I will show you. you will see that there is like a mountain there. Because in 1 week, I use some kind of communication, because there is some, I call them bridge algorithm, in order to make the algorithm show you very more with zero euro. I will show you, for example, hello Antoine, you know Emmanuel. Emmanuel is a colleague from us, from IFCCI. So for example, Emmanuel did exactly the same. There is a relationship between your e-reputation and your communication. So for example, he published a post about 100,000 views. It's very easy to reach few thousand, perhaps 100,000 views. You just have to understand how the algorithm works. So I will go to step number 2 right now. I like this part because it is with this part you are going to make business. So first at all, I want you to see me. So attractiveness, what is it? Just think about what you post every day. Right now, think you are your target. Think you are your own clients. Look at your post. Do you really want to work with you according to the post you just made? Probably no. So just think about knowledge, trust, sympathy. I will take my example. If I would do like everyone does, I will just take one post about my services and I will just share my services. Perhaps I will share a PDF about the LinkedIn training I do. Really, just because you are seeing my products, you are going to want to work with me. It's not because you are publishing your products that I'm going to want to work with you. It's not enough. Think about knowledges. First at all, if you don't speak about all your services, people are not able to know what you provide. But I'm pretty sure that all your clients don't know exactly what you provide. So you have to teach them about what you provide. So perhaps each week you will speak about one different services. According to me, if I would like you to call me for Facebook session, but if I just speak every day about LinkedIn session, you cannot guess I do Facebook session. You cannot guess I can teach you, I can make a coaching about Instagram. You have never seen it. So week 1, perhaps I will speak about LinkedIn. Week 2, I will speak about Instagram. Week 3, I will speak about Twitter. So just think about that. But it's not because we are talking about your services, not your knowledge. You will make business. You have to speak about success, trust. Why? Imagine right now, every week, you are speaking about one services, but one services with a combo with a trust. Example of our clients I will show you. He sell big trucks in France, huge trucks. It's not very easy to sell at the beginning, but he sell a lot of huge trucks only on LinkedIn. Why? Because every week he's not just sharing picture of his trucks. No, he's sharing picture of these trucks with clients, explaining, I would like to thank company A, for example, who has bought 10 trucks to me. I would like them to thank them. So each week you are speaking about a new client, or perhaps you are going, if you haven't a new client, to make your client in focus. Focus this week on client number 1. Focus next week on client number 2. In order, imagine right now, every week, right now you are going to be connected with me. Every week, every day, with me it's every day. You will see me everywhere in the world doing conferences. I give conferences in LinkedIn in Dubai. Next week, I will do conferences in France. Next week, I will do conferences in Morocco. Next week, in Egypt. Next week, in another place. You will see, wow, what Miguel does, it's amazing. what you do should be amazing by the perception. You are not better than before, but I'm pretty sure you are the best professional ever. But it's not enough to know that you are the best. You have to give this perception to all of LinkedIn, to all the people. When they open their smartphone, they have to see you, and they have to see how successful you are, how trustful you are, that they can trust you. And I say you, not another people. So I will ask you to think about what I explained to you. If every week you will share knowledge and trust as success, perhaps trust as testimonial, you won't give the same picture of your business. And last point is you. Imagine each week you see testimonial of people or international speakers who have received a lot every day, share with you a testimonial of people who said that his work is amazing. Imagine every day you share testimonial of your new clients, and say, wow, it's amazing what you do. But the problem is that I never see you. So you know, when you have already have someone in the phone, you perhaps don't have the same feeling with this person because you have already listened his voice. You have already spoken with him. When you see someone after a first meeting, when you have already seen someone on TV, it's not exactly the same. You have the feeling to know him. Imagine right now, every day, your clients will see you on LinkedIn, but they haven't never seen your competitor. But you they have seen you. But right now you have the choice of two people. A first international speaker who is very successful. Every day you see his success. Every day you see that he shares very important things. And I will show you what kind of information you can share after. But you have never seen him. And another one, you have seen him. He's always smiling. He has good energy. You feel it good with him. Which one do you choose? Which one do you prefer? And I'm pretty sure there are people who want to work with you because you have a good feeling with them. Because the feeling is very important. And how you want to show this humanity. Social networks, social. Imagine it would like exactly. You have the possibility of being on the TV every day. And no one uses that. Because of course, it's not easy to take a picture of you. It's not easy to take a video of you. But right now, imagine you are going into an appointment. You are taking your PDF. You are giving it to your clients, your target, and you are not going to speak. Do you really imagine you are doing that? No. You are going to speak. You are going to argue. You are going to explain him why he has to choose you and not another one. But what you do in real life, why you don't do that into social networks? I explain to you, and I will show you an example. I see a lot of time people who are sharing PDF. Imagine right now, I want to share, I want to sell coffee. If I just take a photo of my coffee, Miguel, I'm just going to Starbucks before. But right now, I will explain to you how I will sell this coffee. I am Miguel, I am the founder of this company, and it is my heart. And I really want you to discover it. I would like you to perhaps make like 10,000 companies before, and I would like you to try it. Blah, 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 blah. I will do my best in order you to buy it, but I will make some emotion. So right now, I will show you some example because I like to show some example. Tack. And feel free to write down your question because I could answer them after. So, first example. This video, it did more than 100,000 views. And what did he do? In fact, he just make a movie in front of his. Oh, it doesn't work. No. It will.
Je vais commencer par ça. Le faire au place. C'est l'argument.
So you don't understand because he's speaking in French. But instead of just taking a photo of his trucks. He will make a movie in front of his trucks. He will make energy speaking. He will explain to you what are boost trucks. He will explain to you that boost truck, you have already sold them a lot in a lot of companies. So in fact, he will use a combo, knowledges. He will explain what is it. Trust, because he has already bought that to a lot of companies, and sympathy is him. So he will give you knowledge, trust, sympathy. And then we'll talk about visibility. Another example, this woman wanted to explain a program of the CCI as well in France. So at the first at all his colleagues just shared PDF. I said to her, you have only 5 minutes. You are doing the same that all your colleagues did with the PDF, but you are using knowledge, trust, sympathy. So in fact,
bonjour à tous, on est le 14 janvier, n'hésitez pour vous aider.
In fact, what does she do? She just say, we are the 14th of January, and I've already bought 14, I've already found 14 clients with this program. This program is blah, 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 blah. Thank you so much. She saw the program. That's it, finish. But she explained what is it, knowledge. She explained it is successful. We are the 14th January. She already had found 14 clients. Trust and sympathy is her. Imagine every week she will explain what she does. Every week she will explain its success, her success. It is the only one who is doing that. And then if I'm talking about just the way how to make a very good post, I will explain to you the 3 first sentences. It's copywriting. She is writing, we are the 14th January. It's and already 7 customer has already signed a booster or blah, blah, blah in 2020. So you have to make people want to click on see more in order to see more about you. Even if you are not, it can work for all people. It can work if you want to find business. It can work if you want to find, if you want to hire people. It can work if you want to find a job or find an internship. You just have your targets. What do you want about them? For example, I will show you another example. It's a company who wanted to hire people. First at all, what do? They just share a PDF. We are looking for blah, 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 blah. It cannot work. I will show you. Tac. In order you to open your brain. Tac. Ah, pourquoi ça marche pas là? Sorry. Speak French. Because it doesn't work. So I will show you an example. Tac. First at all, what does she do? Tac, 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 tac. She just share that. Well, we are looking for blah, 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 blah. Really? Do you want to answer that? No. I said, you are going to transform that into job. She did exactly the same doing that. Hello, my name is Megan. I take care about a coffee break with Miguel. And I just would like to explain to you that we are looking for blah, 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 blah. 26,000 views. It's very easy. And it can be used for school as well. So I will show you an example of people in school. I just want you to understand it can work for any one purpose. So this woman just reached about 500,000 people, and she received a lot of few hundred asking. So always optimist. After 5 months and 300 CV send, I haven't found my internship, but I don't give up. I want to find it. Please like, please comment, please tag people who could help me. This is visibility. I will explain to you just after. And then 10,000 like, about 400 comments, and then thank you. Just unbelievable. Following my last post, you've been more than 480,000 people to have seen my post. It's very easy. Just understand, when you see your own post, Do you want to like them? Do you want to comment them or not? Imagine right now, every week you share your new clients. Every week you share your new success. Knowledge, trust, sympathy. But no one will like them. No one will comment them. So no one will see them. Because it is exactly how the algorithm works. The algorithms are based on emotions and interaction. I mean, emotion are likes, reaction, interaction are comments. So you have to be given likes and comments. Which post do you prefer to like? Post with emotion, I'm very glad, I'm very blessed, I'm very honored, blah, 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 blah. There are a few words. Or photo of you. Do you prefer to like a photo when you see the person you are following, or just a photo without her? It's very easy to understand because it's how human work. So you have to show you. You will be given likes and comments. Comments are based about question. Imagine right now, I will make a post and I will ask you, what do you think about that? Perhaps you will comment, but it's hard to comment. If I right now ask you, what do you think about everything I am asking right now? You understand everything? You don't understand everything? You are waiting for the next episode. So I will ask you, I will propose you a question with few answers. It's very more easy. And imagine right now, you haven't been given the first comment. And it's hard to be given the first comment. And you can even follow pages, corporate pages, with few 100,000 followers with no comments at all. Because the power is not corporate pages. I cannot explain to you everything about that right now. But I can guarantee you, you are more powerful than a company page with few millions. I speak about millions followers. Because when I explain about Airbnb, we all know Airbnb, about Chanel, about Louis Vuitton, about a big brand I have already helped or advice. There are few comments because there is no reason you comment their post. So they have no visibility at all. So imagine right now you want to be given comments. Do you really want to write the first comments? I'm not sure. But if right now there are already 10 comments, do you prefer to write the first comment or the 11th comment? It's very easy. Me, imagine on my post, I write the 3-4 first posts. And I ask in the first point, Sapna, as a very professional, I will be very honored. You will answer to my question. You will tell me what do you think about my post. I'm pretty sure Sapna will answer my post. But when she will answer my post, she will show my post to a lot of their contacts. Because imagine right now, you are speaking about your success, your new clients, perhaps me, my conferences, and I will make all the people comment my posts. But all those people will comment my posts, will show my post because of the algorithm to a lot of the contacts. That's how the algorithm works. And that's how you see Emmanuel reach 100,000 people, because there is like tips, advice. I cannot explain everything right now, but if you want to improve more that, it's easy. For example, me, every day I am alone. I reach between 10,000 and 100,000 people everywhere in the world, spending €0, no sponsoring at all. So it's very easy. If every day I share you good things, if every day I share you advice, if every day I show you that I'm sympathetic, but it's not enough to be sympathetic, that a lot of people have already improved their business thanks to me, and every day you see that, which person are you going to contact when you want to improve your business with LinkedIn or with Facebook? You are going to call me. You have to be the only reference to all your marketplace on LinkedIn. But you cannot become a reference like that. not with one post. You have to be seen every day, every week, and you have to share trust. You have to share sympathy. You have to share knowledges. And you are going to teach people and to give them a good reason to work with you. And that was step number 2. I can go very, very further, but you understand, I give you perhaps 5%, 10%, but I give you real first advices. So we did first point, first step, e-repetition. So your profile is a funnel. Right now, we have made communication, attractiveness. Every post has to give you clients, knowledge, trust, sympathy, and visibility, likes and comments, give emotion, speak, show picture, show video, and then ask a question to be given answer, and to make people come back into your profile. And your own communication right now has to make people want to work with you. And right now, the most powerful step number 3, about 5-6 minutes. First at all, quality. So quality, what is quality? I will show you an example in live in order you to understand. So I will take an example within you. I hope you see my profile. You see my screen. That's good. So I will take an example. I hope Rita or Vani, you have already posted something. I hope you post something. If you haven't posted anything, I cannot make it. So I hope you post something. So first step, Rita probably didn't know who I am. Ash, you haven't posted anything. I cannot do that. The only thing I would like if you have already posted something. Okay, so I will use the Vani profile. So Vani, I hope I pronounce your name good. Well, so Vani didn't know me, but right now I visited a profile. When someone visits your profile, you probably have the same ones that I have. You probably want to go back to her profile to know who these people is. So Vani, she will go back into my profile. But before going back to my profile, she has seen that I am Miguel de Lecour, I am international speaker, and I have already helped more than 10,000 professionals in 42 countries. So you understand the importance of your title. This is the first action, visiting a profile. You see, number 2, I'm not in relationship with her, but we have 4 people in common. I'm able to see his activity. Even if I'm not in contact with her, I'm able to see his activities. And right now, I will do 3 more actions. First action, Vani posts something like everyone do. She has few likes, no comments, because for sure, we don't have reason to like, and we don't have reason to comment, so we don't have reason to go back to your profile. And this post, Vani, there is no reason reading this post. I want to work with you. So first thing I will do is liking. I'm not going to like, I'm going to react. In fact, I'm going to click on j'adore Dior. Now, I love. Second thing I will do, thank you for sharing. Or I could have wrote congratulations. Oh, I love this event. I will go to this event. Attends, face au contexte, prévu, tac, tac, et reporté. Thanks for sharing, blah, blah, blah. Are you going to this event as well, blah, blah. I could ask anything, I don't care. I will just write, thank you for sharing. So I comment and I tag her. What do I just do right now? What did I just do? I comment and I tag her. I mean, since I tag her, she will receive a notification, Miguel de Lecour, international speaker, tag you. But Miguel de Lecour already like your comments, already comment your comments. I'm pretty sure if someone visits your profile, tag you, comment you, and like your post, you will go back to see who he is. But I haven't done that just for Vani, because Vani has a lot of contact. Imagine right now, I will be the only one who comments this post. So I'm pretty sure if I did that every time, all our contact will see Miguel Delecourt. Imagine right now, I would like people in India see and understand and know who I am. Tomorrow, I will go into the CCE Indian page. I will go to all the pages, all the corporate pages of the school in India, of the school in Mumbai. I will find all the director, all the CEO in Mumbai, and I will comment all their posts saying congratulations, or going further, saying, as a professional, I totally agree with you, or I totally disagree, and I would like to go further. And you will see Miguel Delecourt everywhere. It's exactly like I will take my advertising and putting you into your company, in the CC, in another place. But you will have a good picture of me because I leave, of course, a good comments, and I will give you consideration, and I will touch not only you but your network as well. And no one do that because no one wants to write the first comment. But the first comment is so powerful. So I will go further because step number 5 action. I spoke about 5 action. First action was visiting a profile. Second action is liking. Third action is commenting. Fourth action is tagging. Right now we'll go to your profile. Oh, you had me, so I cannot do that. I will click on plus. No, I cannot do because she already had me. So I will take another example. I will connect, add a note, and I will write, I send to you this connection because I really like your post, and I will be so glad and blessed and honored to be in contact with you. If I will do that with you after visiting your profile, commenting, liking, and tagging, I'm pretty sure you will accept me. But you will go by yourself to see who I am. You will go by yourself to see the best picture I could never show you. It's exactly the same for you and your clients on target. But right now, I will go further. Because imagine, 2 days ago, you didn't know who I am. Right now, you went to my profile. I gave you consideration, blah, 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 blah. I am going to do like all the others do. I mean, sending you a proposal, sending you, Vani, I give conferences about LinkedIn. Do you want to work with me? Of course you don't want. Why don't you want to work with me? You don't know me at all. You never talk to me. It's not like that. It works in real life. First at all, I suppose if I see you in India, and I hope I will be able to see you when I will go in India with Antoine for a few conferences and classes, and I will just tell you hello, first at all. So imagine right now, action number 6. It's a bonus one. 3 possibilities. First at all, text. I just would like to thank you for this connection. I'm so glad and honored to be in connection with you. I'm not talking about business, but I welcome you. Second thing, I go further. Hello, Vani, by this little vocal message. I just want to tell you I'm so glad to be in connection with you, and I really hope we will be able to share one day. Who has already sent to you a vocal message? And if someone already did, I think you remember this person because in the voice, you can listen emotion. It goes further. Me, I go even further. What do you think I do? I take 2 seconds coffee break. I send movie messages. Hello, Rani, by this message, I really would like to welcome you into my blah, blah connection in LinkedIn. I really hope blah, 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 blah. I always send video messages to my clients when they are important for me. Why? because from the beginning they don't have the same picture of me than the others. And you know what? You cannot find the excuses of I don't have time, because you speak faster than you write. And he gave emotion, because imagine right now you didn't know me and I sent to you a movie. I comment your post. You went to my profile. You saw that a lot of people said what I explained to them, how I helped them. They make a lot of money, because I can guarantee you, I can bet my life it can work. If you want to buy an iPhone, if you want to sell computer, if you want to sell car, if you want to sell products, if you are a coach, it's exactly the same. You have to make people want to work with you or for you, according about what you show them. But the way you are is very important as well. So that's why the vocal messages, the video messages are so powerful. Really try to do that. You will see how successful it is. It is quality, because every CEO in the world are likely to be on LinkedIn. But if you want to reach someone, especially with this crisis, by mail, by phone, by real life, perhaps you cannot reach him. But with the social networks, you can always visit his profile, like, comment, tag, send an invitation, and send vocal messages or video messages. And what I just explained on LinkedIn can be used on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram as well. That's very powerful. And I finish these first out classes, conferences, by quantity. And you will see in 1 minute how powerful it is. So I will do that, and then it will be finished. Imagine right now, I would like to touch CEO in Mumbai. What can I do? I have 10 email of CEO. I will touch 10 CEO. I have 10 phone number. I will call 10 people. No, I'm written CEO. I'm using the LinkedIn search. I will use localization. I will searching in Mumbai. I hope it's a good one. So there is more than 53,000 results. What will I do? 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Oh, sorry, I clicked bad. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds. I will do it again. Sorry. 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 6 seconds, 7, 8, 9, 10. In 10 seconds, I open 10 profile in new windows. I don't even care. I even don't look at them. And I will do it again. By page number 2. And I will do exactly the same process. I will open the profile. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 6, 7, blah, 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 blah. I don't care about that. But in fact, what those CEO will see? They will see Miguel Delecourt, who has already helped more than 10,000 professionals, saw your profile. By curiosity, when someone visits your profile, what do you want to do? Don't forget, people will judge you by 3 elements. Your profile picture, professional, colorful or not. Your background picture, with phone, and your title. So in 10 seconds, I touch 10 people. In 100 seconds, it's 1 minute 40. I touch 100 CEO. Even if my return is 50%, it's very bad. In 1 minute 40 seconds, I'm sure 50 CEOs will go back in my profile. So 50 CEOs of Mumbai who have never heard about me will go on visiting my profile and to see the best picture of me. If I would like to call them and do the same result, it's not possible. 2 minutes, 50 CEOs. 1 hour, 1,500 CEOs. Just remember the number you wrote at the beginning when I asked you how many people visited your profile in the last 90 days. Right now, I'm talking in 1 hour, 1,500. Remember, I said to you at the beginning, before I had more than 20,000 visits. It was very easy. The morning, few minutes, the afternoon, few minutes of visits, the night, few minutes, 6 minutes a day, 300 visits a day. So it's about 27,000 every 90 days. So imagine right now, if you have 30 visits, 300 visits, 3,000 visits, or 30,000 visits, it's not exactly the same. And about the contacts right now. And I will finish about that. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people said to you, you don't have to accept everyone who asks you. You don't have to have a lot of contact. My life changed in 2017. I was in Japan, Nagasaki, Japan. It's not just a storytelling, it's a true story. I understand that LinkedIn allowed me to add a lot of people every day. Every day, I had 100 CEOs, 100 marketing director. But since my profile was powerful, about 100 accept me every day. So in fact, at the end of the month, I got 3,000 more contacts. So at the end of the year, I had 30,000 contacts. It's a limit. But you have to understand one thing. If 3,000 more contacts, quality contacts a month, what does it mean? Even if I got a return of 1,000, I got 3 new clients. But if I would like to go further, when I will post something, I got 300 contacts, I touch 50%. I got 3,000 contacts, I touch 500 people. Right now, when I got 30,000 contacts, quality contacts, every post I do, I touch 5,000 contacts. And you have to understand, contacts are followers on LinkedIn. And that's the power of your personal profile. Because corporate pages, it's hard to be given followers because people ask to follow you, to make the effort of following you. But if I connect with you, you are connecting with me, you are following me back. It's very powerful. So I would like to sum up everything I explained to you right now. First thing you have to understand, the power is based about your e-reputation, your profile. Your profile has to be a funnel from the background picture to testimonial. You have to give the best picture ever of you. But it won't be enough. But it's necessary. When you go to your profile as a client, as a prospect, as a target, do you want to work with you? Yes or no? The answer has to be a big yes. But it's not enough. You have to communicate right now. But every communication, every post you do has to give you clients. So you have to think about knowledge, trust, sympathy. Do you want to work with yourself according to the post you just do? Yes or no? But this post is not enough. You have to think about likes and comments. That's why you have to use advocacy a corporate politic about engagement. All your colleagues has to be taught about LinkedIn, because if all your colleagues will like and comment your post, you will save a lot of money about advertising. Because imagine if each time you post, 10 people, 100 people will comment your post. You cannot imagine the visibility your post will have. So we speak about attractiveness and visibility. Step number 3, quality. No border, no limits. You can touch anyone who are on LinkedIn. Visit first. Like, comment, tag, and connecting with a note. And bonus, message vocal and video. And quantity. Improve your network adding a lot of contact, of quality contact, and visiting a lot of contact in order a lot of people go back by curiosity into the best picture of yourself. If you did these 3 steps, you improve your e-reputation, the e-reputation of your brand. You improve the bankable aspect of your products. You make people want to work with you and nobody else. And if you want to reach someone, there is no more limits. To sum up, using this strategy, you have a new way to improve for sure your business. I really hope you have understood my strategy. I really wanted to share with you a few advices and few tips, and I thank you for listening me. And I'm free right now to answer your question. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Miguel. I think we already have 1 or 2 questions, so maybe I'll just read them out and you can respond to them. So there's a question from Pooja. She's of course written in French, but for the benefit of everybody else, I will just translate and read it in English. So Pooja says she has a question, and she says if we are reluctant to share our personal or even non-professional information, and even if our clients are not open to sharing their projects, how do we find the right balance, you know, and have this professional profile on LinkedIn that can still attract business?
I totally understand. The name, how can I pronounce it?
Pooja.
Pooja. I totally understand, Pooja. The way I explain, it's very strange. It's very not common for all of us, even for me. But I would like just you to think about what you do in real life to make people want to work with you. If you are not sharing yourself, you are not giving, but you are not make people want to work with you and nobody else. It could be the others if you don't explain you. I understand you don't want that because it's very different about what we see on LinkedIn. But the best advice I can give you is to try, really try what I just explained. Because me, it's the same. I don't want to share my life, but I want to make business. And I know if I don't show me, if I don't explain my success, why people will want to work with me? And Pooja, I just suggest you to see all your last posts and to go and see them like a client, like a target, and ask you if you would like to work with you or not. And think about what I suggest to you during 1 hour. How can I do? I read the other question,
yeah.
Or you?
So there's another question from Bhagyashri, and she asks, can we do the same with the corporate page as well? But I'm Bhagyashri, would you like to elaborate what is it that you want to know regarding the corporate page? Because I think you would have asked at the time Miguel was explaining. I don't know whether Bhagyashri.
In fact, I can begin to answer, you know, but it's really depend on the company you are talking about, because for the concept or the like and the comments, it's exactly the same. Because if you would like the company page touch a lot of people, you have to be given likes and comments, and you will see that a lot of company page don't have likes and comments because you don't want to likes and comment this post. And usually no like, no comments, you don't have any visibility. So you have to think about this visibility at the same time, the attractiveness. So knowledge, trust, sympathy. And when I go and I see the corporate page, a lot of times it's just knowledge. There is no trust, no sympathy. And I haven't spoken a lot about the corporate page. I mean, when you will go into your LinkedIn field, 3 posts on 4 posts about LinkedIn corporate page are sponsored, because the reach or the company page, the visibility is very poor. It's very poor. It's very weak compared to a personal profile. It's like that. It's a question of algorithm.
Okay. So I think now we have the floor open for questions. So if anybody else has a question to ask, either you can type it in the chat or you can also unmute. We're a small group, so you can unmute and ask Miguel directly.
Yep. Or just a reaction, and you can leave a reaction. You said to me, it was amazing, or you wanted me to go further on one point.
Or maybe some suggestion on their profile on LinkedIn in case they are interested in a feedback.
Alors, how important is role of groups in LinkedIn? Arjun, alors, groups can be very powerful because there is some tips about the groups, but I unfortunately cannot explain the group right now. But yes, the groups, the events are very important because you can go further with that. And with the groups, you can touch anyone on LinkedIn. But there is tips I cannot explain because I need 20, 25 minutes. But of course, it's important. But
Okay.
if you go into a group, you have to have the best profile. So your e-reputation have to be on top before.
Great. Is there anybody else who has a question? Please feel free to ask.
I have one question.
Hi, my name is
Yeah, your name? Sorry, we
my
lost.
name is Taruna.
Yeah, Taruna, please go
Can you
ahead.
hear me? Yes.
Yes,
Hi.
yes.
Thank you, Miguel. I think this was quite an informative session. Thank you for that. And like the entire world's going online and digital now. So I wanted to check, we are with Air France KLM, and we don't post as an organization when we are in India. We post individually, and we have a lot of colleagues who are on LinkedIn. So just a feedback from you and probably some other colleague who's there on the forum here to say that if you start posting every day on what your organization is doing, or even looking at new potential customers, you can't spam the platform, because in my opinion, if somebody spams my platform with information or with messages, I would treat that as a bit unprofessional. And like you very rightly said, sometime in between, to say that it is also your personal information and personal platform which you share with limited number of people. You don't need to have 1,000 contacts. You can do it with limited contacts also. So your comments on that?
So first of all, thank you for your comment about the session. I can understand about the feeling we can have when we share too much, but there is already a point about that. What we think about sharing too much? For me, sharing or posting once a day is not too much. And secondly, imagine right now you have a possibility to reach 10,000 million every day on the TV, or to reach 100,000 people. I'm afraid, you have the possibility to have 10 advertising a day on TV, or to have only one advertising. So I think it's better for your company to be seen a lot than not to be seen. Of course, they could have people who are going to be bored about your communication, because a lot of people are showing that. But at the same time, we would like all to be seen. So for me, it's always a yin and a yang, you know. So for me, it's better to be seen than not seen. It's more coaching after about that. But basically, I would like to go further, but I just would like you to understand it's better in every case to be seen than to be forgotten.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anybody else?
I forget. Add me, please, everyone. Add me on LinkedIn in order for me to be in contact with you. I will be very blessed and happy to be in connection with you all.
Anyone else has? Yeah,
yes,
please.
I have a question. This is Kanchan, and I'm Taruna's colleague from Air France KLM.
Yes.
And just to add a bit further to what Taruna said, and from my understanding that, say for example, like Taruna said that, we are individuals who post from the organization, and somewhere down the line, our contacts will also be more or less the same, because, if we are part of the sales team, we meet the same people, and somewhere, a lot of our contacts will be the same. So in that situation, how advisable is it that each person from our team, if we have, say for example, a launch of a new aircraft, now 5 people from the sales team post that and their contacts are also the same, how is that perceived, or is that even advisable as a strategy for communication?
So right now you go further about the strategy, but so my answer will go further as well. You have to understand the algorithm. You are all in the same company. You are 5 of all in the same company. I am your target. I am in contact with you 5. It's not because you 5 are going to post something that I am going to see it first at all. Because if I was an impact by the algorithm, by your post, I won't see it. It's not because someone is in contact with you that is going to see all your posts. But if I am in contact with 5 people, my chance to see at least one post is 5 times more important. So first, I do it good. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to see the 5 posts. But even if I see the 5 posts, it's better I see this 5 times. That's no one. But if I would like to go further, I won't advise you in every case to share 5 times the same thing, because it's no use. If you want to go further, like I said to you, you have to add sympathy, and sympathy is you. So I cannot understand how you can make the same sympathy in the 5 posts. It's impossible. If you want to go further about that, I will suggest you the 5 colleagues. Every time you post something, the 5 colleagues have to comment the other post in order your targets that you have in contact, in common, see all your posts because exactly what I answered just before. The purpose you have to reach is to be seen. So I would prefer you to see me every day, even if you're going to get bored seeing me like that, smiling, but you will see me every day. I'm pretty sure when you look at the TV, there is a lot of advertising. You really don't care, but you see them every day. So this advertising, it's inside your mind. You have to be inside the mind of your customer. And it's €0. It's free. So we can go further and speaking about that, because it's like I have to go further with the strategy, but I would like to speak about these general rules, general advice.
I think no, absolutely. I think, yes, what you explained right now, it actually answers a lot of our other questions as well. So yeah, like you said, commenting or how the algorithm works, it's very informative. So thank you very much. Thanks. That really helps. Thanks, that really helps. Thank you.
Thank you. So do we have more questions?
And I really hope I will be able, when I will go to India, to see a lot of you. It will be my pleasure after this pandemic, because I will go to Mumbai for sure with Antoine. So.
Yeah, so maybe I can just add at this point that Miguel will be planning to come to Mumbai, and we are really happy to try and see if we can have some corporate trainings also in place where Miguel can touch upon a lot more information. I think today has been more of a preview of just a few tips, but I think he has a lot to share. So if any of you all are interested, do get in touch with us and we can fine tune some nice program with Miguel. Yeah, so we have a question from Arjun Trivedi, and he asks, any tips for searching and connecting with the right audience?
Oh, any tip for searching and connecting with the right audience? Okay. So, Arjun, the tips is you have, first thing, very easily, you have to use the LinkedIn search. That's a good thing. Then you have to be connected with your target, with your clients. Then when you are connecting with your clients, you are able to see all their activity, because you know your clients will be connected, will like and comment some audience that you want to reach as well. So when you go to your client's target profile, you are able to see the activity and the post he has already done. So you click on that button and you will be able to see all the other posts. So you are going to be able to like, comment and tag another audience you want to reach. And if you want to go further, you can use a group as well. There is a lot of things. In fact, it's step number 3, but we can go really further about that. It's a really strategy. But I have already give you with this point few first steps, and I will suggest you to go further about that. But really, I can spend 1-2 hours about that because we really can go very further. I hope I answer you a little bit.
Okay. So we have about 2-3 minutes left. If we have another question, the last question to take, and then we could close. So anyone would like to ask?
Which kind of hashtag should we use? .com? Where Ishita, I would like to answer you more about the hashtag, but you know, it's very deeper question right now. This session, you know, was to give you basic points, you know, the strategy. If with the hashtag, we go very, very further. But of course, you understand that using few hashtags is better for the visibility. It's exactly the same thing that the new algorithm dwell time that you should make people stay in reading your post as long as possible. There is a lot of things I haven't time to answer, so I'm sorry about that.
So Miguel, Ishita is managing the communications for the chamber. So I'm going to ask her maybe to connect a little later if she has anything that she needs to check with you. Sure. So Ishita manages the entire communications for IFCCI. So she'll connect maybe offline with you. And we have another question with Sayali, and she asks, hi Miguel, great strategies to use LinkedIn for B2B businesses, but will they work for small scale B2C businesses?
Yeah, fantastic, amazing question, Sayali. Sayali, you are very lucky. You know why? Because you do B2C. I don't do B2C. And you know why you are very lucky? Because all of them, we are professional. But professional are customer. And the opposite is not true. So in fact, we all forget something, that LinkedIn is made for B2C. It's made for B2C as well. But it's more powerful because all professionals are customers. But we don't see B2C business usually on LinkedIn. And for me, it's a really, really big mistake. So if you have a B2C business, go on LinkedIn because you don't have any competition. I hope you understand. I hope I answer your question.
Great. So we have another question. Maybe we can take this as the last one, which is from Soumya. What is the best way to interact with people who are already on your connections and make them your clients? So yeah, that's interesting because
it's a big strategy, Sonia, right now. It's like, you know, when you have seeds and you want to become huge trees, you have to give water, you have to give a lot of things. It's exactly like this, exactly the same with your connection. If you want your connection become clients, you have to, of course, welcome them. You have to show them day after day why they have to work with you. You have to let them a chance to come to you. And if they are not going to you by themselves, you could make some action in order for them to go back to you. And if they're not, you have to touch them, but not by pushing. It's a big strategy. I cannot explain in few words, but I hope you understand between the lines.
Okay, great. So if we don't have any more questions, then I think we can maybe close the session. So Miguel, thank you so much. On behalf of IFCCI, we are really, really happy that you took out this time for this session. Thank you also to Antoine. I'm sure he's still on the chat for coordinating and being the link. And we really appreciate what we've learned. Great takeaways, great tips. I'm sure everybody's going to try at least some of what they learned today. And feel free, of course, to share your feedback. And Miguel, we look forward to seeing you soon in Mumbai and working together to, further develop this partnership. Thank you also to all the participants. Thank you much for your support, and see you again for the next sessions of IFCCI. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful evening.
And I will just ask you, I will make a post. I just ask you if you would like to comment it, because like you understand, it's very, very important. So thank you so much.
We will do that as well, Miguel, because the chamber will be doing a post-event post. So we'd be happy if you can do that and reshare also. That'll be great.
Of course. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you, Rohan. Thanks, everybody. Thank you so much. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you. Bye.